What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you again with the Sistas video. In this video, I'm talking about is Karen's baby for Zach or Aaron. Now, I have been made painfully aware of who y'all want this baby to be for in the comment section of my videos, in my DMs on both Twitter and Instagram. It's very clear. 98% of y'all do not like Karen. 99.9% of y'all do not want Zach to be the father of Karen's baby. And I felt like making this video to talk about who I think the father of this baby is and why, and maybe even address some of y'all's thoughts around it. So first and foremost, one of the things that I've gotten the most comments about in reference to this particular topic is people saying that Zach didn't even get to finish when they were having sex, so the baby can't be his. And when I tell y'all I was so disappointed in seeing a bunch of people, like I have literally seen that at least 50 times. It's just not true, y'all. So please make sure that you're out here protecting yourself, because guess what? You can get pregnant even if your friend or your man or your boo or your sneaky link or whatever he is does not climax, okay? If you are having unprotected sex and you are doing so for any amount of time, including, foreplay, and all of that, there is fluid exchanges, and without giving too much information, there are little swimmers that are in pre-fluid, during fluid, and post-fluid. So you can conceive a child even if you both don't orgasm. Don't say your good sis ain't out here looking out for you, okay? So you cannot take Zach out of the running to be the baby daddy just because he didn't get to finish, because as we have seen in this scene, they was definitely going at it. It was definitely raw. And it wasn't just for a second or two. They have been going at it for a while until, Aaron bust in and then stopped them. And as I just mentioned, fluids can be exchanged at any of these points, and conception can happen at any of these points. Now, the thing that is bringing a grave concern to y'all is that shortly after Karen had sex with Zach, I believe it was a day or two, that Aaron decided to spiral in the way that he did, and then they ultimately wound up having sex as well. And the thing that is not clear about Karen and Aaron's intimacy situation is that we don't know if they use protection or not. So what I'm saying, it is very much so definitely still on the table that the baby could be Aaron's. And I think that that is something that we're going to explore within the series. I think that that's something that Tyler is building into the storyline as well. And we will see it addressed. It won't just be brushed under the rug. I know Jeremy over at Our Kind of Entertainment is up in arms because he is pissed that Karen is automatically assuming that this is Zach's baby when he believes that it's the preacher's baby. And it's like, okay, cool, but everybody's making assumptions at this point. So let's not be mad and let's just have our feelings, right? I personally feel like the baby is Zach's. Not only for their intimacy situation that happened, but just knowing the character development and setup that we have seen from Karen from the very beginning. So episode 1 in season 1, we meet Karen at the doctor's office. She is actually getting the test results for any STDs because Zach has cheated once again and she wasn't sure, and she wants to make sure that she didn't catch anything from him again because they have had that type of situation before. And then in that moment, the doctor speaks to her about being 35 and how in the previous year she had talked to her doctor about wanting to conceive and where was she at with that, and Karen letting her know that she's not in a place to actually do that, and the doctor lets her know that she's not getting any younger and that she needs to maybe consider freezing her eggs, and they need to have the conversation about all of this. So knowing all of that, I do feel like as a storyteller, specifically as Tyler the creator and storyteller, it just makes sense for it to be Zach's baby. And then also when we think about it, right, like Zatima is getting a spinoff. However, Zach and Fatima will still be members and castmates on Sistas, and both shows will run congruently. If this baby is for Zach, then it gives them a tie to both shows, and it kind of forces us to watch both shows, because some of the things that might happen on Zatima, we might need to know why they're doing some of the things that they're doing on Sistas, and vice versa. I do still think that Zach and Fatima are going to get a clean start in the Zatima show in reference to moving into this duplex. We're going to get to meet more of Zach and Fatima's friends outside of who we've seen in reference to Sistas, because these Sistas is not just it. And I do still think that we're going to get that fresh start. But having Zach being a co-parent does add a different level of drama and interest and tension going into their spinoff. Something that Zach and Fatima don't actually have, because within their relationship, they don't actually have any issues. They really have worked through the very few issues that they had. Zach was his financial come up and his emotional and mental security within a relationship, which Fatima has, poured into him, validated him, and all of that. And for Fatima, it was letting her walls down. And now he has gotten her to do that. So they don't actually really have any kind of tension within their relationship. Everything is really external and how they're reacting to the things happening around them. So for a show to make it, y'all, there has to be some type of drama, or else there is no show. And I do believe that Zach being a co-parent does create a certain level of natural life tension that is going to move into the Zatima show, and we're going to see how they balance this fresh start with some old baggage, and how do they all become better people for it. So that's personally what I think and what I'm hoping for where the story goes. I never thought that with Karen releasing that she was pregnant, that automatically meant that Zach was going to run back to her. I never thought that. There were so many people in the comment section that was just like, oh, he's going to be in this horrible relationship with Karen now. Literally, I never thought that that would be a thing. And he even talks in the episode 21 about how even if the baby is his, he's not going to go back to her. And she's like, you made that painfully clear. And I also want to note, y'all, like, to me, her pursuing Zach the way that she was more so about the hormonal issues that she is experiencing and confusion and emotions tied to her current situation, versus her just being this completely pathetic, crazy woman that is pursuing Zach with reckless abandon. Because even in episode 21, when he says, like, even if I am the father of this child, we won't be together, she literally says, you have made that clear. And it almost feels like she's relieved to have released this news and to, like, now be moving forward in this way. So it's no longer going to be about pursuing him, which to me tells me that she wasn't just crazy pursuing him. It was some other stuff going on, and that definitely led to it. Like, I wish more people could have gave her grace, but y'all out here hunting for blood and want people's heads, so do y'all's thing. Anywho, I don't think that it's Aaron's baby for similar reasons why I think that it is Zach's. I think that if it winds up being Aaron's baby, that's a least interesting story to tell. Like, okay, cool. We know that Aaron is going to show up. We already know that Aaron wants to marry her. We already know that Aaron, for the most part, is a straight up guy. He's kind of boring. To me, it's just like, okay, they're going to go have a baby and everything going to be all good. Even if she doesn't stay with him, he seems like he's going to be a great co-parent and they're going to be fine. Like, all right, cool. The story kind of ends there. And that, to me, specifically as a storyteller, it just seems like the least interesting story to tell. So I don't believe that that's the route that they're going to go down. But I would also love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, who you think the baby belongs to, if you haven't already, or if you have, you can go ahead and double down in the comment section down below. Just keep it respectful, because some of y'all is getting out of hand, being disrespectful and delivering your opinions, and you ain't got to do all that. You can just say your opinion. Also, I have a video specifically about the Zatima spinoff, breaking down all of the characters, what we can expect, and when we are actually going to see it. I'll have that linked in the description box down below. If you haven't already, check out my episode 21 breakdown, as well as my episode 22 preview. I have so much Sistas content on the channel. Let's keep this conversation going, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.